I had some really big days. Like my biggest trade ever was like 70 grand off of Zoom puts.
Puts.
Dude, it was crazy back in the day. Sorry, I'll answer that.
No,
and that.
keep going.
But am I talking too much? What's the time?
This is perfect, bro.
That was good.
But near the back half, things like speed up. But long story short is my biggest day was the Zoom puts. I mean, like 70 grand off of them because I had a software. Back in the day, everything was remote. Everything was remote. So you could see web traffic. And I own a marketing company now too, a digital media marketing company. So I'm like really good at like looking at like traffic, like how much traffic was coming to your website, blah, blah, blah. We have all these back-end tools. And there were so many competitors coming to the space. Like Zoom was the big one for a while during COVID. And then there was like Google Meet. Everyone started to create their own. And then I saw through the web traffic of Zoom, because I could see those analytics,
Yeah.
it was down like 60% month over month.
Jeez.
And I was like, they're about to have an earnings report. It's not priced in. And the implied volatility percentage is so low that if I even like, the stock was at like 400 or something crazy. Can't even remember. And I was like, even if this drops 20%, which is very likely off these traffic numbers, because the traffic isn't there, it's obviously going to tank, because if no one's there, they're not making any money. So I saw those numbers on the web traffic views before they even came close to the earnings report. So I bought put options on it. I think it was like 20% down. Stock dropped like 50% after earnings. And I made the most amount of money ever on my birthday.
No way.
That's
It was sick. It was sick.
You must have sent it that night, huh?
Oh, you did. We don't need to talk about that night. But I will say the reason I came to Tampa is because when all that was happening, like the money was great, but again, like I was just not happy because I didn't know what to do. Like I was just so overwhelmed. I wasn't sleeping. Like I was like, how do I keep up the success? Because that day, I'm never going to get to that point again that fast. You know what I mean? So like, it's only going to be like a slow drop off. You know what I mean? So like, it's just like a weird feeling. And I kind of went through like a quarter life or midlife crisis. I feel like probably midlife at 25, just for what I've done to my body over the last 5 years. But I just got in the car and drove. I got in the car and did a cross country trip. I was like, I have no expenses. I don't know how I'm going to like write all this off. So I was like, I'm just going to do content across America and trade in every state and just showcase freedom. I was like, fuck it, I don't know. I rented a BMW, spent like $4,000 on it. I was like, they're like unlimited miles. I'm like, well, I'm taking this bitch across the country. So I drove the entire way down to Florida. I stopped in like literally 30 cities in probably 3 months.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this short clip, check out the full interview here. And if you want to see more clips from this episode, check it out right here.